Y'all, I ain't gonna even hold you. I had a great day in Mexico today. It was lazy. It was wonderful. We had a boat. I loved it. Now, one thing I did not come here to do is disrespect Mexicans, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all can't drive. Y'all do whatever y'all want on the road, and I'm here to let y'all know that it is not a suggestion. It is a rule. Now, this part here was very nostalgic to me. If y'all know, I used to work Storybook. It's very touch everybody's elbow, which they did not do, but that's okay. We still all got on the boat safe. Once we made it onto the boat and everybody was chilling, immediately they come riding by talking about alcohol, and of course they stopped them. Now, I don't drink, so I ain't get nothing, but immediately everybody else was ready for the margaritas and what them things called? Pina coladas, and she was whipping the mugs up. She was whipping the mugs up. And everybody started getting their drinks. Of course, Daryl had one. We ain't gonna tell y'all Chris's business, but he had one. But everything is legal in Mexico. But then everybody ordering too much stuff. Got the woman flustered. She dropping stuff. She knocking stuff over. But she did what she needed to do, and it was a good time. Finally, we was on the move, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this part here is when I started to get a little bit of PTSD, a little bit of stress, because I said, what, y'all drive boats like y'all drive cars. How is all of us powered up in this little area? Disneyland would never. But it was fun. It was a good time. I enjoyed myself. It was wonderful, and we got to ride past you, but I said, baby, these boats are too close. Back up. Now, while everybody else was sipping on scissor, I had me some Airhead Extremes, and for some reason, they gave me the confidence to think that I could steer this boat. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it is a lot harder than what I thought. I could not even move the thing. I was using all my screen, and it just was not working. So I said, this is not for me. You can have this thing back, sir. I need another Airhead Extreme to get my energy back up. Now, while I'm sitting back relaxing, minding my own business, eating my Airhead Extremes, here comes Sir Nino showing off his strength. I said, I do not care. Anyways, we ended up pulling over, and I can't remember what these things called, but we ended up doing a little tour. And these things right here, they're very popular here. I can't remember what they call, but don't try to eat them, because they are endangered. But anyway, now at this point, I'm starting to get beside myself. I'm eating too many Airhead Extremes because for some reason, I thought it was a good idea for me to hold this snake. I was scared as hell. I did not want to hold it, but I just wanted to try to get a good picture. Did not even get a good picture. He snapped at my face. I said, but you got to get this thing off of me. But I did it. I tried to have my Britney Spears moment, but I was scared. But then we ended up meeting a pig. Very cutesy, very lovely. But I wanted that snake off of me immediately. I had to get the hell up out of there. But at this point, I'm back on the boat chilling, and I look behind me, and here go Pepe following us. I said, ain't nobody voting for you or Iris. Bye. You might as well get on lost. Now, at this point, the group decided they wanted to get a mariachi band, and this one right here was very handsome, but I ain't had no money to put in on it, so I just got to enjoy a free show. I had to use my last bit of coin to go to the bathroom. That was crazy, but they was really good. A bit loud, you know, just a tad bit loud. They got the beating on the ceiling and stuff, but they sounded very good. They played, 4 songs, I think, because they wanted extra money for 6. We ain't had that kind of money, but they was very good. I really appreciated them, but I don't think my watch did, because my watch immediately let me know, maybe you in a loud environment and you need to go somewhere else. Now, at this point, I'm really trying to figure out what's going on. You got Fabiola and Harry jumping all in my image, but I'm trying to figure out what is up with all the babies hanging from the ceiling around here. Y'all got them stapled to the wall, hanging from the ceiling. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But at this point, I can't worry about it, so I just got me some ice cream. And then there go Harry again, jumping in my image. But it's okay, because I really do like Harry. I really enjoy him. And, of course, they showing off again. Sir, get down. What do you need to be up there for? We know you know how to do your job. Get down. At this point, the rest of the ride is really chill. This is Harry and Fabiola doing another dance. This is a different Harry. If y'all don't know Harry, Fabiola, and the other Harry, they're like the directors of the program. But after that, we were pretty much done. As you can see, I've had 30 wardrobe changes because it's cold, it was raining, and we've been here home. And, of course, on the way home, y'all still driving crazy. Y'all, listen to me. I understand that I can't tell y'all what to do because this ain't my country, but alto means stop. It means halt. When you see that sign, you're supposed to stop. You can't just be driving all over the road doing what you want to do. When there is a stop light, that means stop. Okay?